Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a good day for us because we just received two more packages of the sets 31131 and set 41711, which is the art school. And as you know from my previous videos, we have developed or created MOCs for the downtown noodle shop, one of which we've already done as the ice cream and noodle shop, but there's also a second alternate build which I'm planning for this one, and that is the arcade and bike repair shop. So we'll have two of these in our friends district, or the mini modular district that we're building up in this area. But that will be for another video, because for this video I will focus on the alternate design for the art school, which is an art school corner using just one set of the 41711 set here. And I really like the aesthetics for this building, especially those roof styles, the windows, and the color scheme itself. It's a Friends theme set, but it's not too flashy, unlike the other colored buildings that the set has. This one is more toned down and could actually fit in a regular city layout without causing too much of a distraction or standing out like a sore thumb. Anyway, I've already opened up two plastic bags of the set. The remainder of the plastics are here, but I will open them as I go along and build the set so that I don't have too much of a clutter. But overall, this one should be relatively easy and fast to do, considering that we have about just 800 or so pieces for this MOC. So we'll be able to build it quite fast. Anyway, I'm so excited for this one that I can't really wait any longer. I'll start building and show you the images as I build them along. Let's get started. And we have here now the art school corner, which is the modular version of set 41711. And you can see that it's a bit smaller than the set itself, because we now only have two levels in one rooftop area. But I've kept most of the details, especially the sticker pieces, such as this cool art school, as well as these two big pieces like the pencil and the paint, as well as the other sticker pieces on the bottom. I really also like the way that they have done the roof, which has lots of curves, lots of very minor details, but end up looking very nice and very classy. And it suits it really well that this art school is sort of like a French themed building, I would say. And when you turn it on the side, you can see all those really nice details as well, including the ones on the side, as well as the awning to have it a little bit of curve. What I did remove was the color from each of the pieces here, where you have different colors. I made it uniform so that it's not too flashy or colorful for my taste, but other people have the option to put those pieces back to make it colorful as again. And as we turn it around, we can now see further details, like you have here where you would be able to place the bike, and then the stairs that lead up to the second level. And you also have sort of like a ladder, a colorful one here, that leads up to the rooftop. Although it's not the best way to try and make a ladder, considering the parts that we had on this set, that was the best thing that I could do. So if we try to modify this even further, then we could change that into either a proper ladder or even some stairs. And then here you have some more art pieces, which for me was sort of like the most difficult part for this build, since I have to make sure that all those quarter tiles are aligned and they would look nice and organized. And then here we have some pieces that aren't in the same color, but that one would be next to another modular building anyway, so I think that's okay. I don't mind that part. Even though this is a small modular building and it doesn't have an actual base plate, you can have the option of building this on a base plate. But as you can see now here, even though it is just on the plates that come with the set, it's still stable enough and sturdy enough that it doesn't fall down or disintegrate if you try to lift it in just one single hand. See? Although there are some areas here that are a little bit fragile, but we can always improve on those things if we choose to add a few more pieces to it. Now that we've had a chance to take a look at the exterior on all sides, I will now have further overview on the details of the interior. For the ground floor, as you enter through the door, on your right you will have a coffee maker, and then also a small pantry area where you could place some fruits or vegetables or pastries. I didn't put them in just yet because I will be moving the set or the MOC around. So once I finish this one, I'll put those things inside. And then right after that, you have a sewing machine, and you have some threads and cloths up here, and a meter stick or something that could be used for measuring. And then on the side here you have a wall art there that used to be sort of like a fence for the original set. And then here you have some more artworks here, and then you have a faucet there, and you have the lockers on the far left side. So it's very basic. In the middle you have a chair as well as these mannequin where they use it for testing out or measuring their clothes. So it's very simple, very basic, an open area, but it has a lot of details, and the things that came in with the set were just organized in a way where you can have it as a modular version rather than an open back. So here you have 4 walls on a compact space, and you can actually place this in a modular city layout. As you go upstairs, you'll have here a small balcony area, and you have here at the entrance. In the original MOC design, it doesn't have a door, but I decided to place it anyway because I have some extra ones, so we'll be able to use that. On this side you have some pottery materials, and then here you have those photography materials. It has a really nice background. The good thing about this set is that it has a lot of really nice stickers that end up being additional details to a MOC. And there we have sort of like a 3D printer, I believe, this one. And then you have here a computer where you could do digital art or painting or anything that has to do with electronics and computers. So also here you have another sticker with really nice artwork for an art school. So again, very simple in its layout, but packed with all the details. And as you can see in my layout, I would always try to put most of the furniture and the big pieces of mini builds on the sides of the building, so that you can leave the center portion free and you'll be able to place minifigures or mini dolls. So it makes use of the limited space that we have on this MOC and just maximizes all the details that can be placed on a small room like this one. So I have to mention that although this one is very secure as well, this portion here and here are not as secured, or they're a little bit fragile, considering that they don't have tiles to stop them from moving or to connect them from the rest of the building structure. So when you're building this one will be a bit tricky when you're trying to place and stack them on top of the other. One improvement that we can do is to properly put tiles on these areas here and make sure that they don't clash with the parts that are in the roof area. Okay, that's it for the second level. And the last part is the roof. So for the roof part, most of the items and the parts are secured. The only one that's a bit fragile would be on this part here. It tends to move a little bit, but if you don't change the positions a lot, or if you don't mess around, it doesn't actually, fall or get disconnected. So overall, it's very sturdy and secure. So as I've mentioned earlier, the details on the roof are the same on what it was for the original set, but I just rearranged it where it could be in a corner version of the building. And I really liked how they made this one with lots of curves and lots of gribbles and a lot of the usage of these mud guards, I would say. It's very detailed and very nice and very classy. So I really like how they did this one. And then at the back of that, you can see the paintings. So this one will be another area where the students could do the painting. And for this one, this is the working version of the pottery. So you still have here the mechanism that can turn the piece here. So overall, what I've really just done is translate the different techniques and the different styles in the set 41711, the art school, and I turned all those sort of like rooms and placed them in a modular layout. So we can place this now in our Lego town as it is, and not having the issue of it being an open back building. And just to show you how it would look like beside another small modular building, I will get something from our Lego town. So this is how the art school corner looks like when it's paired up with another mini modular. It still looks a little bit smaller than the normal builds that we have, but then again, we're just using one set without any extra piece, without any other modifications. So I'm still very happy that this one can be done with just one set. And I think most of you would also appreciate the fact that, yeah, for us who have limited space, or if we just want a small building in our Lego town so that we can have a diverse layout with different buildings, this one would definitely fit in with your collection. And I think that's about it with the art school corner. But there's actually a big twist for this one, because I've built this one, but then I actually bought another one. So I will be making the Friends set and turning it into Emma's art school corner, which uses two sets of 41711. And I just did this one for several reasons. First off is to do a quality control or check of the design that I did, to make sure that I didn't have any errors on the instructions, or if there was any issue with the structural integrity of the MOC. So for me, it's like a proof of concept. I've managed to build what I designed, and I try to do that with most of the buildings that I have created, especially if I have the sets available. So I try to build them to make sure that they can be built without any issues. For this one, I found, I think, 3 very minor errors in the instructions, and I would just revise the instructions and reissue them. But even with those minor errors, a person could still build it and just sort of have to go through the next few pages to make it make sense. But overall, it's not a big showstopper. And then also, another reason for me to do this one before doing the 2 sets that we have here is so that I get to enjoy making 2 MOCs from the sets that I've just bought. So we're always trying to maximize the fun or the experience that we get from a set. And the main reason that we do alternate builds is so that we can enjoy it twice. For this one, I didn't do the original design from Lego because I knew that I was going to do a second version of this one, which is the combination of 2 sets. So it's sort of like I'm going to have to do this building 3 times if I had done the original design. I just went for the first MOC, and then in the next day, tomorrow, or the coming days, I will do the second MOC for the combination of the 2 sets. Another reason for me to do this one is also for me to be able to build the furniture, the mini structures, these 3D signs, and all the little details for one MOC first, and then just reuse them for the second one, so that I won't be overwhelmed with 1,600 pieces. I will just have to work on the 800 plus pieces for the first one, and then open up the second set, and then rebuild the other parts and then just take the pieces that I need from this one to make the bigger art school corner. So it makes sense for me to have this one already built up and then just add onto it and then modify it to make it into a bigger version of itself. So those are the reasons why I did this one first, and for me, I just really enjoyed as well the experience of doing the small modular MOC and then trying on the bigger one later on. And I'd like to see this one in our layout, even though it won't be staying there for a long time. So with all those things said, I'll move this now and show you the layout with this new additional building in our Lego town. And here we have the art school corner beside the other Friends themed modular buildings. I'm quite happy with this one, although I'm definitely sure that this will not be the permanent position for this one, considering that I'll be taking it apart again to build the bigger version of the art school corner. So stay tuned for that one. I'll be posting it as soon as I can, and then also I'll be building the other alternate version of this one, which is the arcade and bike repair shop. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please click the like button and hit the subscribe button and share your comments on further improvements for this one and the other modular buildings, as well as if you have suggestions on other sets that you would want me to try to turn into a modular building. Please let me know in the comments down below. Anyway guys, until next time, bye!